Welcome everyone to our Downsizing Seminar. I'm Mary Lou Buckley from Coco Early and Associates. I'm the manager of the Wyndham office, and I also train a lot of the agents in the company. This started off as my baby a couple of months ago with the Wyndham office, and it was so popular we decided to do it again, and we have a wonderful turnout here today. I'd like to introduce Eileen Kelly Reed. She is the organizing and downsizing coach for Simplify with Eileen.
And I kind of do three things. First and foremost, I'm an organizing and productivity coach. So I help people sort of declutter, get out from under all the stuff. And then secondly, I do online auctions, because a lot of times when we get out from under all that stuff, maybe we want to sell it. So I help my clients recoup a little money and make sure that those things they're letting go of actually go and serve somebody else. It's pretty fun. And then third, the only thing I love more than doing all that is talking about it. So I do a lot of speaking presentations, libraries, chambers, etc. But first and foremost, start early. An 11th hour, frenzied push doesn't serve anybody well. So if you're thinking of starting to sell, talking to some of the agents here, just really get going early. And start small. It's like you can't climb Mount Everest in one day, right? So start small, just, do 100 feet, or maybe that translates into just doing, we're going to tackle the mud room. That's what we're doing to this. In order to really make good decisions on what to keep and what to let go, you really have to pull it all out. We hold on to things for the future, and what we end up happening is we're squished between the past and the future, and it leaves us really not enough sort of space to live and enjoy and be present for today. So to ask people who have already maybe gone through the process for advice and suggestions and resources. And it's just, it can really be a fun process, and not something that just feels heavy or difficult, because believe me, you will feel light, you will feel unburdened, you will feel so good when you just sort of get out from under it all.
Hey team, my name is Jan Poulain. Perfectly Placed for You is our staging company, and we've been in business for 15 years. Basically, what we want to do is help you get the absolute most return on your investment, and statistically, staging has proven to do that. Whenever we look at our property, we have to kind of think about it now as a product for sale versus our home, which is a reflection of who we are. So I always tell people, just kind of look at it in four ways. First, assess it. Look at your property for things that you've pretty much gone blind to. After that, you want to do the purge, and again, that's where maybe Eileen can help you get through some of the things. After that, I tell people to pack, and again, Eileen's telling you what to take and what to leave, and you're going through things, and you're weeding out your closets, you're doing things like that, and then only then after that is when you actually go to stage the property. I always say that cabinet hardware and things like that, it's like jewelry on an outfit. So you want to speak to the demographic of the buyer who's looking at your property. And again, staging will help you do that. It's things like light. You want to make sure that rooms are light and bright. Light and bright sells. So if you have really heavy window treatments or draperies, a lot of people are like, I paid thousands for these window treatments, and they, custom made, but they're not going to ring a bell stylistically with the demographic of the buyer that we're looking at. So we want to make sure that everything calls to the selling features of the home. Accent pillows, there's nothing more hardworking than an ivory solid accent pillow. So these are the kind of things, as you're purging and packing, that you kind of want to keep aside, that will really help you kind of, I call it frosting the cake, You take everything out and then you add these key things that create that right flow and so forth.
Yeah, I'm an attorney. I've been doing it for 38 years. I know, I don't look that old. You're thinking that? It's supposed to be a happy time. Downsizing, it's so difficult. I've been in my house for 34 years. But we're the legal coach. So any questions you have in the process, we want to help you. Like we put in conditions in the documents that you sign that would be maybe contingencies that you need. Like I want to close on this certain date, but I need 60 days to close on my other property or to move out. We do that for you. That's called an occupancy agreement. And maybe someone that you're buying a house from needs the same thing. Yep, so estate planning, it's important to get your financial affairs in place. So we do wills, powers of attorney, healthcare proxies, we do trusts, just so that if something happens to you, that it's easier for those that you leave to access funds, avoid probate. So most trusts, if it was done by a good estate planning attorney, should be valid in the next state that you go to, but I would always recommend it be reviewed, just to make sure. So long-term care insurance premiums are much cheaper the younger that you are. As you get older, it's very expensive, so you have to weigh the cost of the premium versus the benefit that you get for the balance for the remainder of your life. So if you have the funds to pay for long-term care insurance, it's not a bad product, but again, it depends on how old you are, because the older you are, not such a good thing. The younger you are, it's better. If you give the buyer the right to do an inspection, and they do the inspection, and you didn't withhold information from them, nobody knew about it, then when we sign the contracts, we sign a clause that says you had the opportunity to do your inspection, you're moving forward, you're accepting the property as is, and that's the end of that.
I'm licensed in 6 states, so I can help you in almost all of New England except for Vermont and not Connecticut, and then I can help in Florida. Is that 5 or 6? Did I miscount? I'm the money guy, but I can't count. But no, I can assist in many, many ways. We can do all types of financing for purchases. You can buy before you sell, and then we can help you recast your loan in the future for just a nominal processing fee. So there are many, many different ways to move on to the next home with financing if that's what you want. Oftentimes you don't want to have that mortgage payment. You want to just deal with the taxes and insurance, which is completely fine. And if you can financially do that, all the power to you. But, as far as if you need financing, I'm happy to sit down with anybody anytime to go over any questions that you have. So if a few of you would like to maybe have financing and a few not. There are many different ways. Some people are able to keep their house that they have, find the home that they want, purchase it with financing, and retain that ownership of the other house and then sell it at your leisure down the road, which is great. That's a great way to do it, especially in this market, because you're going to face it when you receive offers. You're going to maybe overlook the one that has a sale contingency. So if you intend to sell your home simultaneously with purchasing, then you may get overlooked with the seller that you put an offer in on. So yes, in order to view a home on a private showing and not in an open house, right? So an open house, you can go see it. You don't have to be pre-approved. But if you want to go view the home privately, with one of your great realtors at Coco Early, then they would want to see that you have the means to purchase the home and would require a pre-approval. Where is your money? Right, so it's how can you make the most out of the money you have and grow your money. So I have a phrase I always say. I don't know where I heard it, and I'm stealing it from somebody else. But money that you have in the bank is lazy money. So you have to do something with it. If it's in your home, at least it's there. It's tangible. You can touch it. You live in it. You go to bed at night. You have 4 walls. Right, it shouldn't be leaking. I don't think there's anyone here that does repairs, but hopefully you're able to take whatever money you have. So if you take a mortgage, why are you taking a mortgage, right? So you have a payment. If you can afford the payment, it's fine to always have a mortgage because you have a tax deduction. So depending on your income tax bracket, I don't know the rules. I can't give advice such as a CPA. but you'll have tax benefits associated with having a mortgage. I help with pre-approvals. I am extremely responsive. I'm here in Salem. I live in Salem with my family. I've been here for 20 years. I've been in the mortgage business for 25 years. I know I don't look like it. I'm going to steal that one from Dana. So I've accumulated a lot of knowledge over the years, and I've helped structure deals.
I will kind of introduce myself and our company and kind of give you guys a little background on us. So my name's Vinny. I'm the sales manager over at Trend Moving and Storage. A couple of things that we do, we're a full service moving company. So we do full packing, loading, and delivering. We do junk removal, and I know Linda's not a big fan, but we do storage as well. So one thing I kind of want to hit home on is the in-home experience, and that's something I think we do very well. So we have, the frontline guys. It doesn't seem very glamorous what they do, but they're very career-oriented and driven. We offer them 401ks, health benefits. We do company outings and social outings to give back to the community. So these guys are very career-oriented when they're in the home, and that's a very important thing when you're letting people into your house, especially when you've been there for 20, 30, 40 years. So the reason why I say that is simply because our guys are very accountable, reliable, professional, and respectful. And I think that's very key when you have people that you don't know at all inside your home. Second point I kind of just want to hit home on here for the downsizing portion of things is definitely do your research. When you're shopping around, I think it's very important to do that. I know that obviously here we're one of the companies, but I think it's good to compare and contrast. Every customer's needs are different. Every situation is different in what you're looking for and how to handle your move. Especially with the market today, with the way the closings are happening. There's dual closings happening the same day, so you may need overnight holds. Maybe you might close one day and need to do, I think I hear a lot of the buyback or renting back from the customer or clients, so we can help you guys with that transition if you are doing renovations to your home and just need some time as you're downsizing or maybe a new construction build. Storage is a good option for that to stay for maybe a short term or long term if needed as well. You're just talking about an overnight situation. So what we do is actually at our storage facilities, the 35,000 square foot warehouse, which is fully climate controlled, we keep it on the trucks. So it's kind of like a double security feature where we throw a padlock on the truck, we actually back it into our facility. And we do that simply to minimize the loading it and offloading it and making it move multiple times. That's how you minimize the damage.
People think about downsizing almost 2 years before they actually do it. And we understand that because it's a big decision. And for those of you in your homes for 20 years, 30 years, however many years it is, we accumulate a lot of stuff. I am one of those people who did downsize a few years ago. And I know what it takes to make it happen. And it's stressful. Can it be fun? Sure. But they had a goal and they made the decision they wanted to make it happen, and it did. So we're here, Coco and Associates, the agents here, we're here to help you get there. We have quality people. You've just seen an example of the quality people that we work with, and we have help you. And we wouldn't have them here today if we didn't truly believe that they are the go-to people for you.